Coach Jack Daniels, the Boxers Trainers Channel. And Saturday night, man, May 31st, 2025, Michelob Ultra Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a super middleweight fight between Caleb Sweet Hands Plant versus Armando Risen. Again, this is for the super middleweight WBA interim championship of the world, right? And this, in my opinion, is going to be one heck of a fight because Caleb Plant is still on that mission of his to be, one of the best in that division. And let me say this, in my opinion, he has demonstrated that although he has went through Canelo and lost to Canelo, right? He has demonstrated, in my opinion, that he is one of the few in that division, right, that makes that division as a powerful division. Because Caleb Plant, in my opinion, is one of those boxers, right, that puts in the type of work to get to where he is in the gym, meaning his work regimen, right? I mean, the man, it has gotten to the point where he literally, in my opinion, again, right, deserves the respect given to him by association with his name, right? Caleb Sweethand, right? Caleb Sweethand Plant, in my opinion, is one of the best technical boxers in the business, right? You know what I mean? He is one of the types that believes in the notion that to get in the ring and consider yourself as a boxer, right? You have to go in the ring with the notion that you're going to hit and not get hit, right? That makes um, excellent boxer, in my opinion, right? In the sense that you train to be that good, right? Where you can hit a person and get out the way before he can hit you, right? I say that I speak to this because that was my philosophy, right? I had a lot of energy involved in floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee, right? Need I say more in reference to the theory, right? We already know where that where's he at? Where that theory derived from. That's where that theory derived from. Float like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Need I say more in that regard? So Caleb Plant is he's 32 years of age. He's 6 feet one with a 74-inch arm reach. He is a right-handed. He has 23 wins, 14 by knockout, two losses, and he was also stopped in one of those losses. No draws, and he is currently the interim WBA super middleweight champion of the world, right? And that strap is up for consideration in this bout on Saturday, right? Jose Jose Armando Risen is 26 years of age. He's 5'10", 5'10" with a 68.9-inch arm reach. I didn't get to I'm gonna go back over that once I finish with Risen, right? He's the right handed. He has 15 wins, 11 by knockout, two losses. He's been stopped once as well, and no draws, right? And let me go back over Caleb. Caleb is 32, 6 feet one with a 74-inch arm reach, and he's right-handed, right? So I did the variables on the win loss ratios, right? But here's the deal, right? Like this should be an outstanding bout because I did the tape on Risen, and Risen is one of those types that likes to bang, get inside, right, and work the body until he gets you to drop your hands and work the head, right? I mean, he can. These type of dudes really come right with the smoke. You know what I mean? And in most occasions, this type of boxer, right, is difficult to beat, right? Because they always stepping on the gas, right, in your face, right? But Caleb Plant is a whole different animal when it comes to his ring experience, right? His agility, right? You know what I mean? Caleb Plant is a bit, you know what I mean? 168 is not a small man, right? 168 is what, like 4, 5, 6 pounds above 8, 7 pounds above uh light heavyweight, right? And that range, them cats are kind of, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, chunky, if you will, right? And to, if you can be like 168 and position your body to be agile enough, right? To be able to, um, I want to say, pivot, use your jab, get out the way, and continue to be consistent with that type of mindset as far as your agility is concerned, right? You're gonna go a long way in the sport because you have trained your body to be that flexible. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no easy task, right? I mean, when I was boxing, I was like I want to say 154, 160, 165, right? And I was quick as heck, and I had a lot of agility. But some cats have a natural ability, right? And some don't. I mean, if you're gonna be great, you got to work your body into being agile, right? Me personally, I had a natural ability, right? I mean, I was instantaneously quick. I was instantaneously I was instantaneously able to punch a person and get out of the way. Well, whether it was bobbing and weaving, right, or um, just moving, right. I mean, I had an instinctive ability to get out of the way, right. And I'm just saying, as it relates to this guy here again, that guy, right. That was the mindset. That was the um that was the type, right, of mentality that you had to go in the ring and conquer over your opponent, right? Being like this dude, being like this guy, right? And I say that to say that a lot of these young cats today, they got a lot of agility, right? You know what I'm saying? But they don't have that mindset, right? To be able to, and it takes a lot of work to be in a position where you could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. You just ain't gonna run your butt in a ring, right? And expect to go 10 or 12 rounds floating like a butterfly on your toes, right? You know what I mean? Everything is working off your feet, right? When you float like a butterfly and stinging like a bee, right? So that entails that you gotta put in the road work. You gotta put in the gym work, right? You gotta do everything to elevate your stamina, right? You gotta have stamina. Man, a great hey, look, you're not gonna be great unless you got ultra stamina. Speaks to Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford has one of the I've not seen a boxer with the type of stamina that Terrence Bud Crawford has, right? And I'm saying that to say that when you reach out to be great, right, you have to work your ass off to get there. Excuse my French, right? You have to work your butt off to get there. And that means building your stamina up, right? You could go in the ring. I'm going to see another cat that has a chart, a line of stamina. Devin Haney. Devin Haney, right? Um, that age, he's young, right? But I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, make it soft for these other cats that don't have that type of stamina, right? Devin Haney worked his butt off to get in a position where he can move around like he did with the whole Ramirez fight, right? He moved on his feet for what was that, 10 rounds? 10 what was that 10? Oh, that was either 10 or 12 rounds. He stayed on his feet that whole bout. You know what I mean? And again, we're going back to stamina, right? You ain't got no stamina, you're not going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because I know firsthand what it takes to be able to get in there and move, stick and move, right? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Get out the way, bam. You know what I mean? You got to work your butt off to get there. And I say that to say this. Caleb Plant is one of those dudes that works his butt off, right? I mean, some of the things some of the body motion moves that I've seen Caleb Plant pull off, right? It was like for a dude that's 168, 170, whatever, right? That can move like Caleb Plant, right? He gonna bring you some problems, right? Because he done trained his body and his mind to be able to do whatever needs to be done to pop you, right? And prevent himself from being popped, hit. You know what I mean? So um I'm just saying all this to say that this bout, y'all pay attention to Caleb Plant, man, because I've gotten Caleb Plant to win. I'm not going to say he's going to stop him. He might stop him. Caleb Plant is that good, man. You know what I mean? If you know anything about boxing, you will understand what I'm saying when I say Caleb Sweethand Plant is good. You feel me? So, let's, you know what I'm saying, get ready for a awesome display of boxing. 12 rounds of boxing between um, Armando, Jose, Risen, and Caleb Sweethead. Hey, that being said, man, I got some more boxing to talk about. You know what I mean? Maybe later on today, right? Because this Saturday night, man, it got some cats that put in the work. That's coming to to basically hurt somebody. Caleb Plant won. Caleb Plant could go come in the ring to hurt somebody, man. You know what I mean? And again, that's what boxing is about. Boxing is about getting in the ring and doing exactly what you want to do with your opponent, right? That's what boxing is about. That's what the great ones do. That's what I did. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, that's what boxing is about, man. To be sharp enough, to be physically fit enough to torque your body any way you want, need to torque it, to be in a position where you can do what the hell you want to do in the ring with your opponent. You feel me? That being said, hit the subscription button. That don't cost nothing, man. Hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and let me know what y'all think about Caleb Sweethand Plant. Is he good or is he average? That being said, I'm gone, man.